Hi guys, how we doing? Hope we're alright, hope we're having a good day. I've had a bit of a rough one. The dog's got in a bit of a fight when we were on our walk earlier, so fun times, but never mind. Hope you're doing alright. Hope things are alright where you are. Whatever time of the day it is, wherever you are in the world. I do appreciate you coming by and watching my videos. We're going to do another spooky reaction video to MINDJUNKIE. This one's 10 scary ghost videos I was told not to show. Let's hope there's some good stuff. If you wouldn't mind popping by his channel and dropping him a sub, I'd be grateful for that. The link is in the description for this original video. And also, if you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, draw some people in to watch this video, I'd be grateful for that. In the meantime, get the cans on, give it a watch, and let's hope we get scared.
Late one night, a woman named Daria was at home with her husband and their 3-year-old daughter. Everyone was asleep, and the house was still. But just after 3 AM, Daria's phone lit up with a motion alert from her home security system. Something had triggered the living room camera. She opened the app, expecting maybe her pet or a flicker of light. Instead, she saw this.
The fuck?
The face of someone or something can be seen peeking out from behind the wall. According to Daria, no one was awake at the time, and apparently, the hallway leads to the bedroom where Daria, her partner, and her daughter were fast asleep.
It was not the daughter. What the hell is that? Class. He is getting quite entertaining with these effects and stuff. Yeah, it was quite creepy. That wasn't it just the kids sleepwalking or something though? And again, what's with the peekaboo stuff like? But creepy stuff nonetheless. Let us know what you guys think of that. Good stuff.
The story behind this next clip is this. Someone's cat had recently passed away, but according to them, it didn't feel like the cat had actually left. They believed its spirit is still hanging around, especially near its old play tower. So they set up a camera.
I have a feeling we might have seen this one.
It recorded.
Yeah.
A toy shark begins flapping on the floor, and then a ball spins around another toy before an apparition of what looks like a cat suddenly appears before disappearing out of view of the camera. After uploading this video to the internet, viewers were left stunned by this clip. Many believe that this is the ghost of the uploader's cat. But what's your verdict? Let me know.
Yeah, we've come across that one before. Again, I think I said it, and I would like to believe that stuff like that could happen, like obviously the linger. But is that just clever editing or what? Let us know. Could be a sweet video, but I've got suspicions about that one. Let us know your thoughts. The Watcher of Devil's Den.
Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is a place steeped in sorrow. In 1863, during a pivotal moment in the American Civil War, tens of thousands of soldiers tragically passed away on the surrounding fields. Some believe that the area is incredibly haunted. One of the most talked about spots in Gettysburg is Devil's Den, a jagged stretch of rock formations once used for cover during the battle. This particular spot has long been rumoured to be haunted, and this next upload may prove that. Steph Balsama shared the footage online after her father and a friend visited the site. They were on vacation, walking the trails and taking photos. They believed the area was completely empty, But later, as they looked through the pictures they took, they noticed something no one saw at the time.
Cowboy dude? It's moving. Really?
In the background, a
maybe not.
mysterious figure can be seen, and Steph, her father and friend, are completely unaware to it.
It looks like a cowboy fella there, but when they zoomed in, it just looks like some random Java.
And when zoomed in, its face appears blurred. No eyes, no features, just a shape. Some believe the figure is wearing a historic uniform. Others think it's something else entirely, and just why is its face featureless? A trick of the light?
Featureless? I don't know, you can sort of see vague eyes. It looks like a bit of a big face, like, to be fair, so maybe it's just pareidolia.
A lost hiker, or something much older.
Weird, nonetheless. I don't know what you guys make of that. Like I said, I thought it was just photos they took, but obviously they must have took a video clip as well, because it did seem to move. But at first, in the first picture, it looked like it had a cowboy hat on and what have you. But when it started moving, it seemed to just turn into some random fella. Weird. Those are your thoughts?
Floating quietly in the San Francisco Bay, the USS Hornet carries more than just history. Commissioned during World War II, this massive aircraft carrier played key roles in both naval combat and the recovery of Apollo space missions. It's also known by another name, the Grey Ghost, not just for how it moved in silence during wartime, but because some say it still isn't empty. Over the years, hundreds of reports have emerged from visitors and staff, claims of footsteps echoing through the corridors, tools moving on their own, and ghostly figures seen in the dim light below deck. But one group may have captured more than just stories. Ghost hunters from the paranormal investigation team, Broken Wings Paranormal, spent a night on the Hornet to see if the rumours were true, and what they captured has left viewers stunned.
It would be quite eerie being somewhere like that. I don't know, just the whole aesthetic of the place. Like, I don't know, there is something quite hats off to the sailor guys and stuff like that, because I don't know, I just find them places creepy anyhow. Maybe it's going back to me Eden Camp days when we went on the bloody submarine thing. That was quite horrible, but weird.
Hear that? Over here.
See, I think I might be walking behind us, because all of a sudden, like, I'm super itchy.
What the It literally felt like something grabbed my pant leg.
As I was saying, I felt super itchy, like something's walking behind us.
Only moments into their investigation, Susie suddenly yelps. She says something tugged on her leg, like a hand trying to get her attention. But the most unsettling moment was yet to come. The paranormal investigators set up a static night vision camera pointing down one of the ship's corridors, hoping to capture paranormal evidence on camera while they were elsewhere. This is what their static night vision camera caught. A dark figure appears at the end of the corridor before fading away out of sight. After seeing this footage, viewers of this video believe that this is a full-bodied apparition, and Broken Wings Paranormal, they labelled it as a dark, misty figure. But what do you think this is?
Not just a shadow of one of them round the corner or something. It does look dark, like, to be fair. But are they not round there somewhere? They seem to head off that way.
Let me know. Hoping to capture paranormal evidence on camera while they were elsewhere. This is what their static night vision camera caught.
So they seem to head off that way, so
is what
I'm
their
just trying to
static
say
night vision camera caught.
if there's any shadows caused off these guys as they go around. Possibly not. Not to that effect anyhow, I don't think. Creepy stuff.
Do you think this is? Let me know.
Let us know your thoughts.
Sometimes the scariest part of a haunting is realizing your pet can see it, but you can't. A woman named Britt had already experienced some strange things inside her home. Her pet dog Josie kept acting as if someone was there, someone she couldn't see.
Lovely dog, like.
Creeped out, she steps outside to make a phone call to her friend, explaining the situation. Her friend suggests she documents everything, so Britt does just that.
In the middle, I have a freaking cemetery in my front yard, which probably doesn't help my cause, but I was just inside. I'm by myself with my dog.
It's definitely picked up on something there, hasn't it? It's like fixated as well. It's mad.
Yeah, she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled. And when she growled, I kind of like booked it, but I don't really know. Like, that's usually like her stance while she's waiting for me to come home, and I'm just like, is she waiting for someone to walk out of that closet? Like,
as Britt is outside, Josie can be heard barking aggressively inside her house. And when she reaches her bedroom, Josie can be seen staring directly at an open closet. But what is she looking at? And at the same time, a camera placed by Britt's bed aimed at the closet clearly shows that there's nothing in the closet. Nothing can be seen. Creeped out, Britt goes to take a look inside the closet.
Cool house as well.
Because again, like, this is usually how she
It was
looks
stable house.
when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like,
Britt shows there's nothing inside, just a solid wall. So again, what was Josie the dog barking so aggressively at? In this next clip, Josie becomes interested in something at the cemetery on Britt's property.
Josie, what's going on?
The same pose. It's like she's obviously.
After uploading this video to the internet, viewers wanted to know more about the graveyard, which is literally a few feet away from Britt's front door. Britt's family and her cats are buried in the cemetery outside her house, and mentions that some of her cows come to the area and surround it, but she has no idea why.
They're not.
So
I thought there wasn't her cows.
Questions about the graveyard. Yes, we do indeed have a graveyard on this property, which I know may be weird for some people, but so this was my grandparents. Before they passed away, they buried all of their cats right here where you see the little crosses, and it was their wish to be buried right here, just where they were. They were all very loved, and they lived for very long. So that's really all that there's to it, but things have been quite strange lately. Like, for some reason, cows just like come to this area sometimes and like surround it, because we during the day we leave that gate open.
Later that day, this happens.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now.
It's not like the grazing or anything because there's no grass, it's just dust.
Bizarrely, all the cows surround the graveyard, just like Britt said earlier.
And really breathe.
But just what exactly is going on here?
And they just kind of will freeze and won't move.
What could Britt's dog Josie see
Intriguing, like.
that just wasn't there? Or was there something hiding in her closet? Something that came from the gravesite outside Britt's home.
A cat.
Share your thoughts on
Another
this one
ghost
in
cat.
the comments below.
Yeah, it is intriguing, that one, to be fair. There's a lot going on. But it's an interesting backstory in the events. I mean, the cows just sort of, like I said, they're not there for grazing because it's just dirt, and it, like, I'm sure there was like a few clips of all the cows just standing there, but weird stuff, man. Weird. The thing in the marsh.
In April 2024, a tragic accident occurred on a rural stretch of road in Poland. A driver reportedly lost control of his vehicle and crashed into a tree at the edge of a swampy forest. Rescue workers and local reporters quickly arrived at the scene, documenting the wreck and taking photographs from multiple angles. But later that day, when they reviewed the images, they noticed something that hadn't been there before. Do you see it? Standing just behind the crash site, something transparent can be seen in the bushes.
I think we've come across this one prior as well. It could well just be pareidolia, this one. Like, I don't know. There could be something causing that brownish patch. The rest just looks like leaves and foliage. It just seems strange that there's no other sort of brownie patches around, but there could be something causing that, like.
But
intriguing,
what is
though.
it?
It's interesting.
What's
photo.
even stranger is that no one at the site saw anyone standing there. In the area where the figure is standing, rescue workers say it would have been impossible for a person to access, as this area
it's all
is surrounded by deep, swampy marsh with no solid ground to stand on.
Gas.
So who, or rather what, is this?
Something. It's decent. It's a decent pick, though. But yeah, I would love to believe, but I think that's just a trick of the light or something. Good photo, though.
Some videos are blurry, some are quiet, but every now and then, one leaves you with no words at all. This next clip was reportedly captured by a security camera inside a hospital. Details are scarce, no confirmed location, only that a man had recently been admitted to the hospital, and what happens left staff at the hospital spooked.
That's weird, that line. Yeah, he's definitely invested in some effects and stuff here. Like, he's doing well. But that, the way it sort of sits up and then rises is, I don't know. I've got a feeling we might have seen this one before or something very similar. I mean, this is quite an old clip there. Looking at that, it's 2017, so we've probably seen it a long time ago. But it's, again, you would like to believe.
As the person lies on the hospital bed, out of his body, some sort of shadowy thing appears to rise up. It slowly floats upwards before disappearing out of view. Viewers of this video believe that this is the spirit of the man leaving his body, but is it?
Is it? Mad. Eyes in the trees.
This next video was recorded by a man who was out camping alone in the woods. Sometime after dark, he was awoken by strange sounds echoing outside his tent. The sounds didn't stop, and so he decided to grab his phone and step outside to check.
That's
At
terrifying.
first, he didn't see anything, but then he heard something right above him, something that made his blood run cold.
What the hell? That looks like a bird, that, like. Of some sort. Terrifying if you just look up and say it, like, but I'd like to think that's just a bird.
Two glowing eyes can be seen peering down at the man. At first, it looks like it could just be the eyes of an animal. However, if we brighten and enhance the footage, a pale, human-like head appears.
Is that enhanced? Really?
Watching the man from the darkness.
Yeah.
The man says it was impossible for any human to get up there, and that the noise it was making was unlike anything he'd ever heard before. Noises so sinister that they would send shivers down the spines of even the bravest of people. So
Have we
what
got a recording
is
of the
this
noises?
thing so
I'm sure
high
it's-
up in the trees looking
I'm sure there weren't the noises.
down at this camper? Comment and let me know.
Yeah, I think that's just a bird. From the initial view. I don't know about this enhanced view, like, I wouldn't say that was enhanced at all. It just makes it look like a bright, blurry mess, but to me, it looked like a bird. Not sure what kind of bird, but it looked like a bird.
One night, a young woman was home alone when she began hearing strange noises coming from another part of her house. Initially, she thought it might just be the wind, or maybe the house settling, but the sounds kept getting louder. Nervous but curious, she grabs her phone and heads down the hallway to investigate. That's when she sees this. A creepy face of someone or something can be seen peeking out of a doorway before it dashes out of sight. In the video,
That's got to be a mask or a toy or something like that, like.
cuts off. Now, here's the thing. If this really happened, why stop filming? Why not keep recording, especially after seeing something that disturbing? That's why some viewers think this was staged.
Yeah.
But whether real or fake, one thing's for sure, it's seriously creepy. But what do you think? Did she capture something paranormal? Or was it a well-orchestrated hoax for some quick views? Share
It's got to be a doll or a mask or something that, like.
your thoughts in the comments.
Creepy. Fair play if they're doing it for hits, but no, I'm not on that one. Not on that
This
one.
final clip was captured on a home security camera inside someone's bedroom. At first, nothing seems out of the ordinary. The person can be seen fast asleep in bed. But then, this happens.
What?
As the person is asleep in their bed, all of a
Really? Really? Like something out of a bloody horror film, that.
sudden, something appears to drag them out of bed and then out of the room, through the door. Something we can't see.
Creepy.
Some people believe this video is a real case of paranormal activity. Something powerful enough to physically move a grown
Just like the
adult
film?
in their sleep. But others aren't so sure and say it's just a well-edited video.
Possibly.
But what do you think? Thanks
Creepy, nonetheless. But yeah, it did look like the bloody film Paranormal Activity, that one, to be fair. Weird. It seemed legit the way they got dragged down the bed, to be fair, but then I don't know, it took a silly turn when they got dragged into the cupboard and the door shut, like. But yeah, strange stuff. Let us know your thoughts on any of those clips. If you want to leave your comments, I'll get back to you. Or if you want to sub to the channel, ring the bell. You'll get alerts for when I go live. If you want to come by my live streams and discuss any of my videos, or maybe even jump in some games with us, grateful for that. In the meantime, if you wouldn't mind, keep supporting the channel. Hit the thumbs up on the video, share the links if you can, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.